This information must go to you, United States, NATO, European, to know that Canada, Canadian Security Service, multicultural, inside basically that building, they will cause you soon attack because they are under criminal investigation. Canadian Security Service for terrorist movement in Canada behind my case. So this happening right now in Canada by angel of the God attacking their city in Nova Scotia. But I will explain for you what is going to happen next.
Hurricane Fiona hit Canada's east coast after making landfall in Nova Scotia early Saturday, hitting the area with torrential rain and winds and shutting down power to hundreds of thousands of people in the country.
This is the one happening right now, which is God want to bring investigation to the basically government of Canada, because this is coming right now. This is coming on the way, and God give warning to the NASA ESA operation to freezing government of Canada in September.
Good afternoon, folks. We got a question about how much the elites know about what...
You can see that it's preparing for disaster in 2022. So I am sending to you all to know that the European NATO, you be responsible for attack to the European very soon, because God want to destroy the NATO in European on the criminal, on the investigation of Canada crime behind basically my case. That this angel coming to bringing you European on the flat. This angel coming to bring you on the serious flat in European, because the city I am in Abbotsford already has been hit. This flat not long ago, last year. This city has been hit last year, BC Vancouver, for the crime of their basically India culture and Muslim Arab inside the Canadian Security Service, behind my cell phone by police. They connected behind my cell phone from Surrey to the, I don't know which area, Abbotsford, to the city I am. So Canada has been found guilty, United States government, for major disaster to be released to the Canada in 2022 from September, to bring in their government under this investigation by a space attack coming to bring in government of Canada under this investigation for major disaster is going to be hit for the crime they caused behind the case. So this information God want to go to your side to know that if you don't raise action against the Canada, if you don't raise action against the Canada, NATO European, NATO, the European ESA operation agency, and NASA operation, if you don't raise in against the Canada and against the Canada internet, freezing their internet, angel will attack. You've been warned, NASA operation, to freezing government of Canada internet and satellites, and before a space god side releasing this attack to your country, which is the coming by this electricity be shut down.
First, let's take a look at some facts about solar storms. Many people do not know exactly how solar storms can affect us, or if they can at all, as many people don't really even know what exactly a solar storm is, which isn't something to be ashamed about. What solar storms are and do is not really common knowledge that everybody can speak on. The main type of solar storms, solar flare, appear when the sun emits large bursts of energy, which come out in the form of solar flares as well as coronal mass ejections. Earth's last major solar storm took place in February of 2022, with the last one prior taking place in 2017, and the one before that being 2005. While solar storms do not happen as often as some of the natural occurrences everybody knows about, they do happen often enough for a person to be able to see more than once in their lifetime. There are 4 types of solar storms: solar flare, which is what we've discussed; geomagnetic storm, which is the interaction of the sun's outburst with our planet's magnetic field; solar part took place all the way back in the year 1859, and
You are facing United States NASA 1859 sun attack from September, and I got what I sent to the ESA operation in European before blackout happening in the European ESA operation, losing their technology, and sending to you NASA team before you losing all your technology on the blackout. You've been warned to attacking government of Canada internet satellite by bringing that building, Canadian Security Service shutting down that building on the terrorist movement in Canada. And God wants you understand, if you don't do that, if you don't freeze in government of Canada under my investigation, God give to you warning, ESA agency, ESA operation agency in European and NASA operation, God will attack in space. If you don't shutting down government of Canada under my investigation, God wants 700 trillion from government of Canada for crime of the Canadian Security Service under police behind my case, behind my life in Canada they did, which is the God attacking Canada, starting to attack in Canada by this flood coming, which is the God releasing this flood to the 2 cities, Nova Scotia and St. John, Newfoundland, which is one of the worst crime they did behind my case in Canada, from Nova Scotia to St. John. I am sending to you United States to know that third war happening is coming from September 2022. If you don't freeze in government of Canada and freeze in government of Canada bank money, God wants Canada bank be freeze on the terrorist investigation to their country, on the crime of terrorists in their country, inside the Canadian Security building. If you don't do that, United States NASA team and ESA agency operation in European, you will face this attack. I bring it to you. You will face this attack. In September 2020, third war God want to bring in government of Canada under my investigation for $700 trillion. God want government Canada pay me for this crime they did cost behind me from September. God bring in third war, and God want I send into you NATO European ESA and NASA team. You are responsible to freezing government of Canada, shutting down Canada Bank on the crime of the terrorist cartels.